Hi, welcome to the first edition of the Sorcerers Cove. I'm your host. As a creator of the Sorcerers Cove, I've planned a series of videos coming out this year for your awareness and your enjoyment. These videos are aimed at presenting an alternative view of the modern magic systems, a view that may be considered taboo and threatens many ideas that people have come to depend on to maintain their own security of how the world can be accepted as reality. The Sorcerers Cove is an interactive enterprise I'm producing, which involves a discussion forum on Facebook, which is just new, a channel and discussion group on YouTube, and personal teachings and instructions, recordings and videos. This is the first. Plans for further expansion of this whole idea with other active friends is being developed, and I hope to bring them to you in time. This first episode is an introduction and general overview of some ideas and foundations the Sorcerers Cove is based on. The full edition of the first edition, the first episode, will be available on DVD when the YouTube version is complete. Before we start, I should probably tell you a little bit about myself. I'm a practicing sorcerer of what I've called the fire path. The fire path is personal to me because fire is such a strong element of my personality and my traits. It directly affects my life in many ways. The fire path represents an aggressive yet personal, somewhat walk in life. I'm usually a person who has a close group of friends, and I trust those friends. It's a time for me to be creative as well, and this creativity is also a large part of my life. I enjoy making useful crafts for my sorcery, including traditional clay pipes for smoking ceremonies, staffs and wands for rituals, and ornaments. These too I've been selling for a number of years. Career-wise, I've worked as a business manager, worked as a chef, I've worked in brothels as a supervisor, I've studied law and politics, a little bit of psychology, and at the moment I'm writing a book which is hopefully going to be published this year. I have my agent and my publisher, so we're getting that on the road. So in the meantime, it's going to be a big year. Why don't you sit back, enjoy what you're about to see, and I ask simply one thing, that you keep an open mind to all possibilities as you watch this. As you walk in sorcery and understand perception, your world changes. Enjoy. When looking at the roots of Western occultism, we should try to trace the roots of occult ideology and science. So we go all the way back to the origins of humanity as far as we know them to occur. For the sake of argument, let's begin with the civilization of Sumer. Sumer was the first to emerge. It was the first on the earth, and they came to stake their claim as the initiators of the current age. The Sumerians bring with them strange stories of gods considered many, even nowadays, to be the Anunnaki, our creator gods and forefathers, beings from a distant world. As the first race of modern man, they had defined their place in the cycles of time, in the universe. They observed, and naturally they turned to the skies, and to that below, and on the earth. The stars revealed many stories of their ancestry, and later became known as the map of time itself, of nature of all things, and their place as servants of the gods and free unto themselves. Later other civilizations emerged, such as Egypt and Teotihuacan. These people began to record accounts of the history with the gods. As the gods came to visit them and move about the earth with them, they designed mega structures, teachings, advanced knowledge and science of the natural and the supernatural. way beyond that we can even understand now. The system of interstellar communication and travel opened doors to many beings and to many worlds. But as humanity began to spread, political ideals began to develop also. Bit by bit, over the following centuries, sacred knowledge began to become a competitive business with polity and earth affairs. As a desire for human philosophical mind became the prize for nobility, the concepts of the old gods slowly faded to legend. Legends to remember as analogies for rationality and cultural civility. But the science of natural order and cosmic bodies became prominent, and consuming with the nobles and the wise men, with removing godly forms from their work and replacing them with the wonderful bizarre quirks of nature. Simple acts of mutation. And yet all the while a strand of the old ways remained in the shadows of the timescape, across through many ages of history, always generating an encouragement and reinforcing the methods of the day, perhaps to hide and perpetuate its own survival, the dark ways. Some always found themselves moving closer and revealing secrets through these methods. Since the age of Sumer until now, modern society in every age still keeps hidden in the corner of its heart that quiet voice of what if? Are they really there? The part of humanity that knows that darkness is just beneath the shadows, beneath the sheets, and yet rarely appears under that, for fear that with a little encouragement the darkness will emerge with great force. A consuming fire ready to obliterate reason and modern human rationality. A primitive darkness that has no fear but generates an unlimited supply to those who deny its presence. It exists on the outer limits of reason and threatens their much stringent civility. Or is it simply the self-inflicted, self-generated social contract that progression in the name of rationality trails behind itself? Are we still afraid of our own shadow? If the answers were once in the stars and the motions of the heavenly bodies, what do they say now? Who is our enemy? And where does our enemy reside? 6 millennia, and we're still asking.